Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. My name is Andrew, coming to you from the beautiful Carolinas. Today's topic is going to be what the narcissist sees when they look at you. Think about that for a minute. Everyone, if you like the content, please like, subscribe, and share. So what does the narcissist see when they look at you? There are so many different nuances to what they see. They don't see what you see when you look at them, I can assure you. The narcissist, when they look at people, they're looking at people as if how they can sell them on whatever they want to sell them on. So, example, when you were with the narcissist in the beginning, when you first met them, you were looking at them in a certain light. Maybe you were drawn to them because they had charm. Maybe you were drawn to them because of their physical beauty. Maybe it was their intelligence. Maybe it was the way they used their words, etc. There was some lure or something alluring about what attracted you to the narcissist. Now, what the narcissist saw when they looked at you was they were saying to themselves, okay, this person, which was you, is interested in me, and I know that. What do I need to do? What kind of buttons and levers do I need to press and pull to get this person closer to me? They want to sell themselves on you in the beginning of the relationship. So again, think of a used car dealer. Back in the day, the used car dealer would be somebody who would sell jalopies or cars that didn't really run, and they would disappear as soon as they exchanged the car for the money. And that is why the used car dealer didn't get such a good rap. Again, no disrespect to used car dealers, but that's kind of what the narcissist does. They want to sell themselves. They want to sell the promise of the future. They want to sell anything they can to get you to believe in what they're telling you and to get you to believe in the mask. This is what the narcissist does in the beginning of the relationship, throughout the relationship, and at times post-relationship. But I'm referring now specifically to the beginning of the relationship. When you were in that, or when you were entering the relationship, you didn't know what narcissism was because you weren't taught this in school. What you did know is there was something alluring or something magnetic about this person. Many times during one-on-one sessions that I provide, people will tell me that the narcissist that they were in a romantic relationship with, they aren't even attractive. It was just the way the narcissist said things, or their body, or the way they moved. It wasn't physical exclusively. It was other things. You see, the narcissist wants to assimilate themselves with you in the beginning. They want to latch on to your hopes, your dreams, your aspirations. They want to take anything they possibly can from you, learn about it, study it, assimilate themselves with you, and come back and regurgitate things to you. So example, when you first met the narcissist, maybe you were interested in reading and in traveling and in bike riding. Well, the narcissist hasn't ridden a bike in 30 years. They haven't traveled anywhere outside of their parents' basement. And they do not like to, whatever the third one was. The point being is that the narcissist, they learned what made you tick. And they tried to act like they had your best interest at heart. They tried to assimilate themselves with you. And then they sold themselves to you. So when the narcissist was looking at you in the beginning of that relationship, they were thinking, all right, what do I have to do to get this person to fall in love with me, or to have them give me an opportunity, or put a roof over my head, etc., or create a family, or go into business? Because they were selling themselves to you. That's why the narcissist changes the mask they wear. Each and every person experiences a different mask from the narcissist. No two masks are the same. That is why the narcissist is a shapeshifter, and that is why they can slither away so easily and effortlessly onto the new supply after the relationship with you has expired. Now, the narcissist, what they looked at when they saw you, they looked at an opportunity. They looked at a person as a blank canvas. They looked at somebody who did not know their value or their worth, and they looked to extract all of your resources, which again include your time, money, energy, effort, love, empathy, everything that you possess, your relationships, your hobbies. They wanted to take everything and more from you. And when you finally broke down, let's say you entered the relationship with them, maybe the narcissist was persistent. Maybe they were trying to be in a relationship with you for a few months and you kept saying no, no, no. And then eventually something gave and you finally gave them a chance, and next thing you know, you go from friendship to romance, and here we go, they're trying to move in with you, and they're trying to get you to pay their bills for them and provide a roof or a lifestyle for them. This is what the narcissist does in the romantic setting. Same thing could be said for parents and or siblings and colleagues and friends. They're trying to take things from you. And if you ever receive anything from a person that turns out to be the narcissist, you better believe there's going to be a big price tag to pay. because the narcissist looks at people and relationships as transactional, and they want to believe that they are getting the best of every transaction. That's why, again, if you're divorcing the narcissist, it's usually dragged out. It usually lasts a lot longer than you're expecting, and the narcissist needs to feel like they are winning or that they have won. And that goes with child custody, with assets, money, 401ks, all that. But the narcissist, if they feel like they're losing, their fragile ego is going to take a hit. That is why so frequently that when the narcissist was looking at you, what they were seeing is they were seeing what worked against you, what manipulating techniques would work against you, i.e., would you fall prey to the triangulation technique? Would the smear campaign be working against you? Well, of course that would, until it didn't. What about mirroring, projecting? What about giving you the silent treatment? I'm sure you experienced that. You see, the narcissist was testing the temperature of you and testing the temperature of that relationship each and every day that they were in it. And what they wanted to do was to get you as close to them as possible, and then they wanted to remove themselves slowly from you once they placed you in the zombie-like, trance-like state, the narcissistic fog. This is the push-pull. It's the high-low. It's the roller coaster of emotions. It's not knowing what version of the narcissist you're going to get day to day, week to week, month to month. Because you were always hoping and looking to get back to that euphoric stage, the happy stage, when you believed that everything was almost too good to be true. Because why? Because it was too good to be true. Remember, I shared with you earlier the used car salesman analogy. Well, that's what the narcissistic relationship is. It's a broken relationship from the start. The only thing is the exterior may look all shiny, and the lure and the luster and the charm may be very appealing, but what's underneath the hood or inside of the narcissist, it's rotten to the core. It doesn't function. It is broken. It goes around in a loop, around and around and around, and the narcissist looks to destroy anybody that they encounter, and that includes their children, their spouses, their colleagues, coworkers, etc. But what the narcissist looked at when they saw you, they looked at somebody who they could manipulate. They looked at somebody who would believe in the mask. They looked at somebody that they could future fake with. They looked at somebody who they could tell anything they wanted to and have you believe it. Because the narcissist was always selling themselves. And that's what they're doing right now. They're selling themselves to whomever they want to. This is why so frequently during one-on-one sessions when I work with people, they will figure out finally, after the dust has settled, the clarity has arrived, and the fog has lifted, that the narcissist was administering the smear campaign from day one when they first met the narcissist. But the narcissist was painting the narrative however they wanted to, and they were painting you, the person watching this video, in any light they wanted to. Because when people are spreading lies about you behind your back, and you don't know that these are going on, and it's coming at the hands of the narcissist, you can't address these things because you can't be putting out the fires the narcissist was starting, because they were trying to break your relationships from the beginning of the minute you met them. This is why people get clearer and clearer the further they get away from the narcissist. The stronger they get, the weaker the narcissist gets. The more that the person goes no contact with the narcissist, the smaller the narcissist becomes. And eventually the narcissist will shrivel up and fade away. They will disappear just like a piece of ash that was drifted down from a fire. They will be lower than your shoe. And that ash, that is not the same ash that you have risen through the ashes like a phoenix and put yourself back together. That is a little piece of ash that means nothing, and I mean nothing to you any longer. Because the narcissists revealed themselves. They showed you who they were. They did their best to take you down for the count. They sized you up. They figured out what made you tick. They tried to divide you and anything that mattered to you, and they failed. Now, when you were in the relationship, they were in control. They were manipulating you. They were doing whatever they wanted to with you. They were toying with you. They were probably cheating on you. They were definitely triangulating you. They were financially abusing you, mentally abusing you, emotionally abusing you, physically abusing you at times, definitely spiritually abusing you. But all these things, what happened? You kept on working for the narcissist because you lost your identity to the narcissist. You became a shell of yourself. You became an extension of the narcissist. And you knew something was wrong, something was amiss, something was off, but you couldn't place your finger on it because you weren't taught this in school. And then something finally gave. Either you saw one too many poor behaviors or the narcissist discarded you. Either way, the relationship ended, and then you had to heal. You had to slow your life down. You had to journal, meditate, see a therapist, watch videos, write. You had to heal childhood wounds, etc. What was the narcissist doing while you were healing and focusing on yourself? They were just trying to figure out ways to keep other people trapped in the cycle, hoping that you wouldn't break the trauma bond. This is what they're doing right now. It's what they've done before they met you. It's what they will do tomorrow, and on and on and on. The narcissistic abusive cycle must be broken. And my hope is you are the generational breaker of the narcissistic abusive cycle. And my hope is that's you, and my belief is it will be you, if you take the tools that are provided for you on the channel and in the community, and you understand how powerful you are. You are stronger than you know. You are resilient. You are full of fortitude, commitment, strength, courage, devotion, dedication, empowerment, and direction. These are all things the narcissist does not possess. The narcissist possesses blackness, darkness, emptiness, futileness, no hope. The narcissist exists in that low vibrational quagmire state. That's where they wanted to capture you and keep you trapped for as long as they possibly could. And that's when they met you and they sized you up and they said, wow, this person has a lot of resources. I can really take as much as I can from this person because I will sell myself to this person, the person that turned out to be you. I will sell myself any way I can, and I will assimilate myself with this person. And before they know it, it will be too late. They'll be placed in the zombie-like trance-like state, the narcissistic fog. And that's when I will really do damage to them. That's when I will make them pay the price for being themselves. That's when I will begin to pull back and not be available that long. That's when I will withhold intimacy. That's when I will financially abuse, etc. I will gaslight these people, tell them that I don't know what you're talking about. That never happened. What do you mean? And I will also tell them that they need to see a therapist, that they have problems, and that they should be working on themselves, and that the only person that they have a problem with is you. These are all the projections of the narcissist. Remember, the narcissist does know what they're doing. They knew what they were doing the minute they met you. They know what they're doing right now, and they know what they'll be doing tomorrow. What will they be doing? They will be abusing as many people as they possibly can, discarding people, entering new relationships, trying to break other relationships, trying to recycle people, trying to get people to pay their way through life, trying to get people to put a roof over their head, loan them money, give them money, pay their phone bills, pay for their Cheerios, pay for the runners, etc. The narcissist has no substance, no core. There's nothing to them. They just repeat words back that they've heard from other people, i.e. past sources of supply or the interwebs. The narcissist has no originality. And what the narcissist saw when they looked at you, they looked at you as somebody that would be a challenge. The narcissist likes the catch and release technique, which means to try to catch somebody, then release them, i.e. discard them, and try to grab them back again whenever they want to. But that is why we go no contact. That is why we block the narcissist. That is why we delete them, remove them and all fly monkeys and people associated with them. If not now, when? And if we can't do that, we utilize gray rock, become dull and boring, and create, develop, and execute an exit plan. Because once you've recognized that you're in a narcissistic relationship or a toxic relationship, to say the least, it is 1 minute too long to stay in that relationship. Eventually, something out of left field is going to happen. Eventually, the narcissist will either cheat on you, look to break the relationship, financially abuse you, throw you under the bus anyway they can, parental alienate you. There are thousands of things the narcissist can do. That's why you need to run for the hills from these people. You need to understand they only deteriorate, they do not improve, and they need targets to make themselves feel good about themselves. They need targets to fuel themselves up. So I shared this with you before, I'll say it again before I get ready to close the video. If you gave the narcissist a week on a desert island and they have food, water, and shelter, and they would be safe, of course, but there was no internet, no phone, no TV, nothing, just themselves and Mother Nature. That would be the most challenging week of their entire existence, because they wouldn't have anybody to abuse. They wouldn't have anybody to give them praise or accolades. They wouldn't have enablers. They wouldn't have flying monkeys. They wouldn't have people to pepper with abuse. They would have to introspect. And all of the demons in their tiny little brain and all the Hollywood script of the lives they've blown up and destroyed would have to come to the surface. And that would be a massive, massive, epic failure for the narcissist. It would be a narcissistic injury of epic proportions. Now, again, I don't wish ill will upon anybody, but what I will do is share this. You don't need people to regulate yourself. You don't need people to abuse, because you don't abuse people. You are what I call a beautiful, bright, shining light. And the narcissist saw you and your positivity and your empathy and your energy and love and your ability to care for others, and they tried to capture that for a period of time, and they succeeded until when? That's right, until they didn't, until you broke the chains and you healed and you left the narcissist in the past. You see, if you also were placed on that very same desert island, of course, without the narcissist or anybody else, under the exact same circumstances, you would be fine. What would you do? You would probably meditate. You would probably think and introspect about the accomplishments you've achieved this far in life and what you want to do, and to reestablish your hopes, your dreams, your aspirations, your relationships, and to try to figure out better ways to improve your circumstances and the circumstances of those loved and trusted ones around you. That is not what the narcissist would do. So what I'm sharing here is you are a polar opposite of the narcissist. So stop giving them chances. Stop believing in the mask. Stop thinking they will change. Stop thinking that they loved you. Stop thinking they cared about you. Stop thinking that you are different, because you are the same as me. I am the same as you. We've all been through the cycle, some of us more than once. It is time we take the bull by the horns or by the reins, whatever it is, and we go no contact and understand that we are the priority. We come first, second, and third. And after what you've been through, post-narcissistic relationship, if you told that to an average human being, they would say, you have to be kidding me, that should be a Hollywood movie. Well, it should be, but it wasn't. Why? Because it was your life. And your life is very serious. And the narcissist toyed with your life. And they tried to have you not exist, if you can read between the lines, many times. But you're still here. And you're getting your cup full. And you're applying the tools that are provided for you. And you're coupling that with your experiences, which equals wisdom. And the wisdom you've acquired is a superpower. And it's a superpower on steroids once you've healed. Because you become what I call the educated empath. And that person is at the pinnacle of indifference, or reaching the pinnacle of indifference, the mountaintop of indifference, where they no longer care about the narcissist or anybody from that period of time, because they've healed or they are well on the healing path. So understand the message. What the narcissist saw in you when they looked at you, it was not what you saw. You saw somebody that you thought you could build a relationship with, a stable, healthy relationship. They looked at you as a Thanksgiving Day dinner that they would have for the rest of their life or for a period of time. They looked at you as somebody that they could manipulate and abuse and keep themselves living in your mind rent-free. That is why we must heal from these relationships. That's why we must take this very seriously, and we must go no contact. So everyone, that's the video. I hope you liked it. I loved doing it from the beautiful Carolinas. This is Andrew. Namaste. Have a great afternoon, evening, or morning, no matter where you are on the planet. You are not alone. Remember that. You are not alone. And this video was a good one. I know it's a little bit loud in the beginning because of the cicadas, but they've died down because the sun's going down. So I want to share this before I close the video. So many times people believe in the mask, and so many times people give the narcissist many, many chances when they shouldn't. And so many times people keep themselves tethered to the narcissist longer than they should, because they believe that they feel sorry for the narcissist, or they believe that just hang on a little bit longer and I'll help the narcissist out. Now I understand we're all human beings, and you can do whatever you want to do. But my vantage point, knowing what I know, is if you have identified that you are and or were in a narcissistic relationship, you really sincerely need to understand these people don't change, they don't improve, they sincerely get worse over time. And you need to insulate and protect yourself. You need to understand how powerful and strong you are, and that the narcissist is the weak one. The thing here, and the catch, is that the narcissist had a loud voice, and they told you what they wanted you to do when you were in that relationship. And they probably took you on that roller coaster of emotions, super high, and dropped you low, and you saw them and you didn't, and intermittent reinforcing, and maybe they texted you every morning at 7 or every night in the evening, or maybe the phone call started off for 10 minutes and they ended up 4 hours a month later. Because the narcissistic relationship usually moves at light speed. But the thing is the narcissist had their eye on a prize, and that prize was you. They wanted to use you for a purpose, no matter what it was. Raise the kids, put a roof over their head, start their career, send them through school, whatever it was. And once that purpose is filled, and once the dynamic shifts, example, if you put the narcissist through school, maybe it was med school, if you did that, that's when they're going to take the mask off, and they're going to tell you, yeah, I made it. I'm a doctor. I'm huge. Who are you? Did you put me through school? I don't remember that. I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm the doctor. You're a nobody. You'll never be like me. This is what the narcissist does. So you need to understand, helping out somebody who's just going to turn it around and throw it in your face, it doesn't serve you. It hasn't in the past. It won't today, and it certainly won't tomorrow. So my suggestion is to cut tie with these people as soon as you possibly can. If not now, when? I love you all. God bless you. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Play it a few times, pay it forward. And if you're watching this video from anywhere, from Hawaii to Alaska, to Australia, to Japan, to the UK, to the United States, to the Americas, God bless you. I love you all. Continue on the path. Continue moving forward each and every day, and understand that you are a beautiful, bright, shining light. I love you all more than you will know. Sending you a huge heart and a huge virtual hug. Enjoy yourselves and be kind to yourselves. I am your #1 supporter. I love you. God bless you. Bye.